Yeah, take the mask off. I think you know what I'm after. If you wanna get in, baby, give me the password. Let's go faster. Do a why does it always feel like I only go backwards? Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone hit me with lace. You can't shake this, take this, fake it or make this. Feeling go away, you're in love with the fame. Feeling lonely, no one to call myself now I'm over the homies. Not every kid should be getting a trophy. Phonies and cronies wanting to turn the bands only. Can't buy my love with paper or plastic. Just need to touch it, it's fantastic. It's classic, practice, my little gymnastics. Keep the blast hits from the pocket Jurassic. Can't dance now, you can't feel it. Standing at the top of the hill. Come on now, I can't dance now, you can't feel it. Lord, I wanna love you still. Two kids in a parking lot. When Sunday best just wasn't good enough. I remember those days in my golden age. So hey, so look at me now. I'm so statuesque, so bloody picturesque. Oh, what is this feeling? Come on, honey, tell me the meaning. What color is this? 'Cause I just wanna be a part of it. Can't dance now, you can't feel it. Standing at the top of the hill. Come on now, I can't dance now, you can't feel it. Lord, I'm gonna love you. Standing at the top of the hill. Love you still.
And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Merrill.
The shortstop, Jackson Merrill.
And that's outside. And we're underway here in the home opener. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across the first. And an easy out to start the game. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And that drops in for a strike. Miller, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Check swing went around, and the count is 0-2.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
And that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
And the 1-0. Foul ball there.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Pickoff throw, and he dives back in safely. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Just missed.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
The other way, and that's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. Here comes Bryce Harper. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Righty delivers. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 1 out. And he grounds one to the right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Stays alive. That's out to center field. Friedel should have this one. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are 2 gone. Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. To the left side, but it is well foul.
Trying to steal a first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
Next offering is down low. Rodriguez at third. Henderson on at first with 2 down. And that misses. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second, and they're all loaded up.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Move to second. Henderson dives back in safely. Going 1. Bases loaded.
You're a ball,
2
1
down.
strike.
Now a check swing, but he held up. Inside, just missed.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back here with my pal Ziggy. Today's starting pitcher, Tank Hence. What should we keep an eye on here?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Back here in L.A., and now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Chorio makes the play, and there's one away. Now it's Mookie Betts.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt. Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
Missed with a changeup. 1-1. That one down the line, and that's just foul. The shortstop takes the ball. 1 out, bases empty. That one 95 to finish him off. And now it's William Contreras. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Off the mark there. And that is ball 1. On the ground to the left. Zips it across. That's out number 3. Back here at Chavez Ravine. New inning getting started. And into the box for Baltimore, Spencer Torkelson. Torkelson measures 6 feet even, 25 years old, and he's usually a first baseman, but today starting in left field. A little bit low.
No, that's
ball
down.
1.
Ball.
Well, I don't think it gets any farther than that, going from first base all the way out to left field. Tell you what, he went from the hot corner at first.
That one is absolutely belted. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throws to second.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And now, Geraldo Perdomo.
1-0.
Man at second. And a curve is down and in.
2-0.
There's the strike, and it's 2-1. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Torkelson leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with 1 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now here is Francisco Alvarez.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
And the slider just misses. Curve in the dirt.
That's the ball.
And that misses off the outside edge. Next offering is in for a strike.
3-1.
And ball four to a board.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Merrill. He's 0 for 1. On the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Squeezes it. Here comes the throw. And he's out.
Yeah,
Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, singing LA winning their second title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog, and that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
And no one can get there. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. That's a laser base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
What if they're looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle? Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Strike 2.
First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. Up the middle. Pence to second. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
First pitch, and it just misses.
1-0.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1. No, that missed.
Left field. Torkelson gets under it. He's there. He's got it. That is the inning.
I'm just a simple man.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, digging in, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
Miller back to work. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Check swing, no appeal.
Whoa, recognize that pitch just in time, able to keep those hands back.
And out number 1 on the grab. So next to hit for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Top of the third, no score. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Fastball is outside.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing. So that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Harper batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That one pulled foul. Henderson leads off first with one away. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. Reached out a walk his first time. And there's a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second,
0-1.
you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Headed for the plate. In there. He's safe.
Picks himself up an RBI. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Out to center. Friedel on the move. And that is that. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And now, TJ Friedel. First pitch, not close. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. And that ball is out of here. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Moncada, the next to hit. That one's upstairs, ball one.
So you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
There's the strike at the knees. And a count 1-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Rodriguez tracks it down for the out.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Diaz, the next to hit, takes ball one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. The relay, and that's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Mookie now. And Betts is gone. William Contreras steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Grounded out his first time up. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Rodriguez sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And the inning is over. As we go to the top of the fourth. And the batter now, Spencer Torkelson. That misses off the outside edge.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up one run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. So up next, Geraldo Perdomo, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And now he steps off the rubber.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now the Orioles catcher, Francisco Alvarez, walked his first time. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1.
Fastball for a strike. That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him swinging. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 2 in this one. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Up the middle. Nice grab. The feed for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. Julio Rodriguez, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. Runner on the go. In the air, center field. Friedel makes the catch, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Lawrence Butler. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Next pitch is outside. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Count is full.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now batting.
Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch misses. The Dodgers down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-1.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Gone. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Max Kepler steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one
That's the
misses, and that's ball one.
1-0.
He was late there, strike one.
1-1.
On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he...
Coming out for the Orioles, Keegan Aiken.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Now a chance for Luis Rengifo. The 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that drops foul. Line drive, base hit down the line. Save. And now second and third with one gone.
Well, just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it.
Popped in the air, left field. Torkelson.
As an outfielder, got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Here is Yohan Moncada. He's 0 for 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
It's 0-1.
Strike three, got him. Back here at Chavez Ravine, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson. On the ground, and that one handled. Safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first baseline, beat the throw pretty easily. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Bryce Harper to the plate, and that's outside. Ripped on a line. This looks like extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
Well, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Stepping in, Jackson Chourio. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One runs in, now a long throw home. Safe, he beats it.
No, he's safe.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Swings through that one. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him, no big deal.
Up and in, and the count is 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Betts whips it to first. One away here in the fifth. Here comes Torque to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
No balls, one strike.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Inside. Gonna count 1-2.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up.
Out to short. Betts up with it. The throw to first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. And next for the Orioles, Geraldo Perdomo.
So important to really lock in on an at bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's off the inside corner. Ball one. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across, and we're at the top of the fifth. And a ball evens the count. In the air, left field. O'Neill brings it in for the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Yandy Diaz now. Diaz measures 6 feet 2 inches, 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Ryan Presley.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Just missed.
1-1.
Now this is in the air down the line. Chorio on the move, reaching for it, and brings it in. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Ripped to short. And Betts is set down. 2 down, base is empty. William Contreras steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's in the dirt. And a swing and a miss there.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice. Back here in L.A. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swings through that one for strike one.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Next to hit, Jackson Merrill. And that one is lifted in the air. Friedel under it. Brings it in. And there's one down. Julio Rodriguez, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. In the dirt. Alvarez over at first with one away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Flips to second, that's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. Presley back to work. Fouled off, he was late. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a foul out of play. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Tyler O'Neill steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered in this game. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And takes low for ball 1.
1-1.
This one in the air, right field. Chorio sizes this one up. That's out number 2. Max Kepler at the plate. Bounced up the middle. Merrill slings to first. Inning over. Top of inning number 7, and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Swings and misses, and that is strike 1. And that's in there at the knees. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here comes Bryce Harper. Line drive. Friedel snags it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Chorio now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
And now the count is even. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. That clips the corner.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Into the outfield, base hit. Doesn't stop, heads for home. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. And now he's out, trying to get back to third. Here comes Yoan Moncada.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Hit on the ground to short, and it finds its way through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel.
Edward Bizardo on the pitch out of the pen here. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now at the plate, Yandy Diaz. That one the other way. And there's 2 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Torkelson settles underneath it, and that ends the inning.
Yeah, make a move, make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Josh Bell. Ashby in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. 1 up, 1 down. Spencer Torkelson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. 2 outs, base is empty. Geraldo Perdomo will hit next.
Geraldo Perdomo.
And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And misses inside.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just missed.
Outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And it's strike 2.
Full count.
Right side. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And we're back onto the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, William Contreras. First pitch swinging.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. Got him. And that's the first out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lawrence Butler. New arm out of the bullpen, Garrett Clevenger. He's into the game with the bases empty. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Bases empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one pushed to the left and foul. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 and 2's the count. Ball.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. And up next for Los Angeles, Tyler O'Neill. And a swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Now batting Max Kepler. And that one popped in the air, left field. He's got it, and that is that. We go to the 9th. Now the Orioles catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And that misses. Ball 1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Misses outside. 2-1. In the air, right field. Butler hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Merrill. First pitch, just misses. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
One down, base is empty. That one
missed.
just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Line drive. Could be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. He's in there.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch.
That's a ball.
See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This will be a big pickup.
Now a fly ball to right center. Friedel makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Not in time. He's safe. 2 down, base is empty. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And it's fouled away.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Foul ball still 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And the next pitch is way outside. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. That's outside. And now 3-2. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So 2 down. Bryce Harper digs in now. 1 for 4 with a double. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. High left throw. Save. Swing and a slow roller. Rengifo throws to first in time, and the inning is over. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Luis Rengifo. So they turn to their closer, Orion Kerkering.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
That one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. 1 away. He's 2 outs away. And now TJ Friedel. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Merrill pulls it down. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Here is Moncada. First pitch, and he just misses. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
1-2.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. The Orioles leading by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. 6-3 our final score as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew.